Thank you. Well, President Trump, for the second time, has postponed his tariff deadline on China. The new deadline is now November 10th. The White House says the delay will allow, quote, ongoing negotiations to resolve trade disputes and strengthen economic ties. This has been an ongoing story since Trump took office earlier this year. Since then, we've seen U.S. tariffs on China escalate step by step from 10% to 34%, then 84%, and finally 125%, before ultimately being rolled back to 30%. That's where we are now. The latest announcement extending the trade truce came just hours before both sides were set to again massively hike tariffs against each other. China, as part of this back and forth, has set tariffs on U.S. goods at 10% for the time being. This all followed a series of talks in Geneva and Stockholm back in May that ran for about 7 days total. Further talks, according to the White House, will focus on balancing a trade deficit that amounts to nearly $300 billion. It is not clear how they aim to do that. Some of the other issues hanging over these talks are China's purchasing of Russian oil, as well as U.S. restrictions on computer chip exports to China, and China's restrictions on rare earth metal sales to the United States. On that last count, there has been some positive movement in this process. Trump on Monday agreed with NVIDIA and AMD that they will be allowed to sell advanced AI processors to China in exchange for giving 15% of that revenue to the U.S. government. This follows a recent announcement from the Treasury Secretary that China had eased some restrictions on rare earth metals. Matt Bodner, NBC News, London.